Welcome to J.A.M Media, or J.A.M for short, where we have passionate conversations about the things that excite us. Today, joining me is rock and roll wrestling superstar Hunter Hayes, who also plays a big part in organising the events. Hunter, how are you?
Pleasure to see you, Jamie, again.
On August 5th, Rock and Roll Wrestling is bringing out former WWE superstar Ryback. How did that all come about?
As you know, being at some of our shows, we really started to raise the bar and draw significant numbers to start talking about. And we got on a bit of a roll with Shoalhaven Entertainment Centre, and we've always drawn solid houses in Wollongong, and we really wanted just to start raising the bar and taking it to the next level and offer fans more, and also have our product exposed to more people. So it was pretty much a no-brainer. I had been, me and the Rock and Roll Wrestling team had been talking about it for quite some time, about bringing some international talent out, and decided that Ryback is definitely the perfect fit. And we just decided to jump into it and give it a go.
And earlier in the year, you had planned to have Booker T out for a show, but unfortunately that fell through due to other commitments. Why is it so important to bring these international stars?
Well, I think it exposes our product to people that would probably just classify us under independent wrestling or even Australian wrestling. I think that some people might have been to Australian wrestling before, whether they've had a positive or negative experience. Hopefully it was positive. But I think when they see wrestling advertised, unless it's under the big banner of WWE, they sort of pass judgment on it. So it would be to try to take us more mainstream, but also give our product a good name and represent us in a positive manner, where it's giving our fans, and first of all, our fans that have been so loyal to us throughout the years, it's rewarding them. I mean, when would you ever see a WWE superstar or former WWE superstar come to the South Coast and have a chance to have a VIP meet and greet, or even being able to get a reasonably priced general admission ticket to sit there and be able to see them in person or perform live in the ring?
And you've risen in popularity pretty quickly here in the Illawarra. You're obviously doing something right. What do you think that is?
I think it's knowing who your fans are. I think it's putting on a quality product at an affordable price, and really just keeping it simple, to tell you the truth. People want to be entertained. People want to walk away from the experience with something positive left in their mind and their memories. And we're just big on delivering quality family entertainment to people of all ages, and I think that's reflected through the quality of our product, the wrestling we're using, the production that we invest in, the people that we are now starting to bring out. It's got nothing but a positive experience for everyone that is involved, whether it be the wrestlers through to the fans.
And obviously the local talent that you've been developing through the academy has been a big part of that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can probably hear it going on in the background, and you've just been in there and saw our setup, which is really impressive. And yeah, the bigger we go, and the more popular we get, the bigger draws that our show, the more the academy gets exposed. And I think, like with the 15 or 20 guys that are coming out of the academy, local people have a direct connection to the individual that is coming through the academy, and they used to be Joe Blow of Wollongong, and now they've taken on their own persona and are actually performing in front of these really decent houses. And then you're getting closet wrestling fans coming out of the closet and thinking, well, if my mate can do it, then why can't I? We've had a ton of people. We've got three guys in there that are all friends and started at different times, but were inspired by their friend taking the lead, getting onto shows, getting popularity, and giving it a go. So
you also have a junior class as well that you run occasionally?
That's correct.
What's the response been like to that?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's growing in leaps and bounds with the same sort of deal. The more shows we have, the more popular it is. When I first decided that we wanted to have a go at it, was because we were getting we were getting hammered with our inbox asking if we did junior academy classes because someone's son or daughter was getting bullied. I honestly we never had any intentions of running a junior academy class, but when them sort of things started coming on board, we sort of felt like we could have a social responsibility to sort of get kids active, get them confident in doing something that they really love, and at the same time tackle things like self-esteem, bullying, the importance of being a good friend, and all respect, which helps mould some of these, and it's not a huge, at the moment it's not a huge amount of children, we've probably got 20 or 30 in the class, but at the end of the day we're moulding, the lives and the futures of these kids and connecting through them, through the thing that you love, that I love, and that is wrestling. So if I can play a role in that, I'm more than happy. But the end result is that they come out with more confidence. You get them off the iPad for a bit and get a bit of physical activity. And they just learn basic chain wrestling, whether it be a headlock or a wrist lock. And it's all done, under the supervision of trained wrestlers. And yeah, it's really good to really put back into the kids.
And last year you had a really successful show down at the Shoalhaven Entertainment Centre. Do you think you can repeat that success coming up at the Snake Pit?
If ticket sales are any indication, Jamie, I'm sure we are on the right track. Wrestling's always a funny thing. The ticket sales are reflecting a very good house. As I said, I just really hope that Wollongong get out and support this, because we have a number of international stars ready to go, and if we can just prove that that we can draw, we have a good product that backs it up, and get repeat customers, that's pretty much all it's about. And who knows where we'll be sitting in a year's time or 2 years' time, and where we're at and what we're doing, because it's definitely on the grow, and it's just great to be a part of the ride.
Yeah, looking into the future, is like the entertainment centre and venues of that nature something you would love to do?
Definitely. Look, it's whatever it presents itself, and that will definitely come through. The reflection of how hard we're working to try to take and make Australian wrestling really popular again, but really stand out as well by trying to do something a bit different, even with the rock and roll concept. Of mixing it in with a bit of rock and roll and creating that atmosphere that's a lot more entertaining, and you're not just turning up and maybe listening to some backup music. At the Snake Pit, we'll have a live rock band there playing, so just mixing it up with that, trying new elements. But yeah, definitely they're the sorts of venues that we really want to be performing into, and Shoalhaven should be a great reflection of the hard work we've put in with the draw that we've got there on both occasions, and we're just looking for opportunities to prove ourselves, and venues can book us and we'll bring the crowd.
And you were talking before about your connection with the fans and stuff. For me personally, you've been there with me when I've had some health issues.
Yep.
Just want to thank you for the support.
Not a problem at all.
And lastly, for those people watching that don't usually go to a wrestling show, what can they expect from this show?
Well, first of all, back onto the connection that we've got together. I think it's very important that you can't wrestle yourself. So you need to be able to wrestle other people, but we can't wrestle in front of empty rooms either. I mean, that's my worst nightmare is something like this and getting no one to it, which I know won't happen because the proof is in the pudding. But at the end of the day, we really across the board, and all the guys certainly coming out of the academy, and all the guys from Robbie Eagles to Jack Bonza to Sean Custer, they all appreciate the people that turn up, and we really invest in the people that support us as well. What can people expect from a rock and roll wrestling show? Well, definitely the atmosphere will be something. I think it's just something where people can rock up for 2 hours of their night, escape from reality, and basically the ups and downs of life. It's an experience the kids just absolutely love, and it's now coming a broader demographic that we're appealing across all ages, which has always been our goal, is to grow the audience by having a mixture of different people. And again, bringing guys like Ryback out and Booker T out opportunities just to be able to do that and have a wide range of fans and audiences. So.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time, and all the
Very
best with the show. If you like this interview, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and head on over to jammapsmedia.com so that I can continue to bring you more interviews like this in the future. Thanks.